Okay, so I've actually finished the mosaic. Took me about, I don't know, 8 to 10 hours to put all the pieces on the mosaic, and that included kind of messing around and seeing what I wanted and making some modifications to the pattern that I had made on the computer. Now, before the big reveal, let me mention here that I put 1x6 plates, light gray, all around the back edge here for the back border. The front border I'm going to use to help support this in place. And here it is, the finished product. So if we zoom in a little bit here, down at the bottom here for the building, I made that one full brick high to make it stand out a little bit. One of the things, notice that those straight lines in there, that was to bring out the brick pattern of the wall of the building. Now up here for the dome, that's a mix of 1 plate high and 2 plate high. The 1 plate high being the farther back parts on the left and the right, and also at the top there's a structure on the top there that's behind, and for the inside of the dome where the red light is on. The sky is all plates, so I have mostly used a bunch of black 1x4 tiles and then shorter tiles where I needed. But what I did first was place the stars. So I have white for the brighter stars and gray for the fainter stars, and that was just kind of judged by eye. And I put those in the various locations. That actually matches what was in the sky at the time this picture was taken. We can zoom in here for even more detail. Here you can actually see the fact that some areas have only one are only 1 plate high, some are 2. And then we go down here to get 3 high, or 1 brick high for the building. And then finally a little signature down in the bottom left. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. What I want to show you now is how I'm planning to mount this. Okay, so here it is in the shadow box. Made this out of some red oak I got at the home improvement store. Kind of rough, kind of intentionally. I did this all by hand, except drilling holes for these pegs, and on the back there's a piece of plywood, and that's screwed into the back of these boards. This is I'm gonna do something with these, either make those go all the way in, or cut them off. Those were there to kind of give me a little bit of adjustment as I was doing this. And the other thing I'm going to do to hold this in, I've got some of this very thin red oak, and I can make little slats and probably glue those to the frame boards and have them flush at the top, and that will hold this in place. Now it's in place pretty good right now, but if I want to hang this on the wall, there's the risk that it could come out. Also, I am going to put I think I'm going to put a plexiglass door on this. Have the plexiglass, and then have hinges on top, and maybe some kind of closure down at the bottom, so it can be protected, but it can also be opened up when necessary. So that's it. The only other thing that for the totals, I tried to count the bricks that I used, the pieces that I used as I was going. This is not going to be a precise count, I'm too lazy right now at this exact moment. But I will add this up and put a total below. And also on the blog, which there'll be a link below, I'll give a full accounting of this and tell you exactly how many pieces and what kind that I used. So there we go. My first Lego mosaic. Somewhat ambitious project, but it turned out really well. I'm definitely looking forward to making some other mosaics with some other topics. I'm thinking nature kind of stuff. Some pictures I've taken over the years in the mountains, something like that.